Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another third-party figure review. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the CC Toys Unexplored figure, or basically an Uncharted Nathan Drake. Now I've been eagerly awaiting the arrival of this figure from TNS Figures, although KG Hobby also does have him in stock, so if you want to order him, the links are down in the description below to either of those places. Now if you caught my unboxing, you'd have seen that I wasn't overly impressed with some of the things on this figure, namely the really sort of orange sort of skin that he has on the body, but all of that stuff can be fixed with a custom body, and I'll explain what my plans are for this figure a little bit later in this video. But he does come with a whole bunch of awesome stuff in terms of all of his accessories, so what we're going to do now is get them all out of the box and take a look at everything he comes with. As you can see, Nathan Drake comes with a fair few awesome accessories. Let's start with the least exciting one first, being the display base. It says Unexplored on the top, and you've got Nate printed on the front. As I said in the unboxing, I was pretty sure in the original solicitations this said Uncharted on the top with like the proper font and everything and the colors. However, it just says Unexplored. You can see they've done a really terrible job of supergluing that nameplate on there, but it does the job and it looks about right. I don't think it's even centered, to be honest. That's just my bad. If you do it, I'm sure it's going to be more accurate than what I have done there. But let's start taking a look at some of these awesome little pieces. So it comes with this military style flashlight, really nicely painted and weathered up. They've done a really good job with the accessories. That's one thing that I've noted, like all the little details painted and sculpted in. Really nice job on that piece there. Now this is more like a climbing pick or something like that. They've done this quite nicely as well. It is rather sharp, so do be careful. Don't spike yourself on it. But you can see it's got a nice sort of fade to it. It looks like a worn metal piece, so I do appreciate the paintwork on that. Now this piece is really awesome. You can see it's actually got real metal hardware. It's got screws and little bolts on the end there, and it's got a real rope on the side. And you can attach this to his belt, so you can have it hanging there. You can also attach this piece to his belt. There's a little clip on the back. It's not a leather pouch or anything. It's a plastic sculpted piece with the gold zipper on there, but it does a decent enough job of looking like what it's supposed to be. And he also does come with his Beretta M2. Now, unfortunately, it's really stiff. You can slide the slide back, but it does get stuck, and you can take the magazine out, which is also a bit of a challenge, but you can see the little bullet in there, which looks really good. I'm pretty sure that's just a generic 1/6 scale M9 gun. And he also does come with his little iconic watch. I don't know if this is 100% accurate to the game. I think it's changed over the years, but it still looks really decent. They've done a really good job there. Now he also does come with the ring. I think this is the Sir Francis Drake ring, or it's supposed to be at least. It's just a literal metal loop that's gone around one finger, and you can see none of the other hands actually do have it, so that's a little bit unfortunate. This is designed in a way though that you can slide it off, because it is just a metal loop. You will destroy probably the paint on the finger getting it off there, but at least it does come with that in one way or another. Now I wanted to show you this. As you can see, this is a normal Hot Toys hand. It's from the Tony Stark Mechanic Workshop figure, actually. Look at the skin tone difference. This is orange. This is normal skin tone. I do not know why they've chosen this level of paintwork and skin tone. You can see there's also some pink brushed over the top of the fingers. It could be to replicate like sunburn, because it's exploring the sort of caves or Amazons or whatever he's exploring. But I don't know. I just don't like the color of the skin. I would have much preferred a more natural color. And on the head sculpt, it kind of looks like this. So I don't know why they went with this color right here. I'm probably going to have to switch this out for the ZC Toys muscular body I've used on other figures. I mean, that body is the go-to for me when I'm doing custom work, and it has a more sort of lifelike skin tone like this piece here, rather than the orange of the hands and the body that comes with this figure. Either way, enough about that. What we're going to do now is get the figure himself out here and take a look at that head sculpt. And here we have Nathan Drake himself all opened up and out of the box. Let's take a look at that head sculpt first, because I think this is easily the most impressive part of the figure. As you can see, they've got the hair just right. The paintwork looks really good. He's got a little bit of battle damage over his nose and his temple as well. So they've done a really nice job of replicating this sort of mid-exploring version of Nathan Drake. Now, unfortunately, he does have a bit of a blank stare, as you can see there. He's sort of staring off to the distance, but I guess you can kind of make that work. I would have rather have like a little bit of a smirk on though. Typical Nathan Drake, that would have been really nice. But either way, the head sculpt is definitely on point. Another thing that's on point is the tailoring. The shirt and the pants, they do look really, really good, and you can see that there's weathering throughout as well, and you'll see that on the pants, but on the shirt you can see there's weathering up near the seams, all the places that you'd expect it to be, and it does sit nicely up near his elbows, just like he had it in the game. He always sort of rolls his sleeves up. Now also, this sort of piece here where you can have his pistol stored, and an area where the magazines would go, except he doesn't come with any extra magazines. They are just padded with some little bit of padding in there. So he does have really nice tailoring all the way around. You can even see the little silver buttons. It looks like one is missing though though from mine, unfortunately. But you don't get spares because that's the nature of these third-party figures. They don't really have the extra budget to give you extra pieces like that. But you can see all the buttons on the front are definitely present. At least it's on the back and you won't have to see it. Now, one good thing is that he does have places to store all of the bits and pieces that he does come with. A little leather pouch, and his flashlight clips onto the top of his pocket. And you can see that that little leather strap that I said I didn't know what it sort of did in the unboxing, it holds his grappling hook and his little pick thing there. So he definitely does have a place for everything. And the watch does a really nice job of hiding the wrist joint as well. So he does come together really nicely, and it does sort of fulfill the purpose of being a Nathan Drake on your shelf. Now, I know you're probably asking yourself, where is this going to go in the collection? And I can't really answer that for you. I do hope that there is another version or a couple more versions of Nathan Drake, or even some other supporting characters from the game, because on the front of the box, it does say Nathan Drake, or it says Drake Summer Version. So I hope that means that there will be more in the future. I mean, definitely go ahead and pick this guy up. I think he's sold out actually on TNS Figures. I just checked before, but on KG Hobby, this guy is still available. It's a pretty limited run, but get yours before they sell out. And they also have the ZC Toys body if you do want to switch this out with that one, because it's the same sort of build. It's just a little bit better of a paint job. Moving the camera down to the legs, as you can see, they are equally well done. You can also see that there's weathering throughout, so he's been sort of running around in the jungle and exploring like you would expect. And he's got dirt and grime all over his pants, and they carry over to the boots as well. As you can see, there is a lot of dirt and mud collected on the boots, and they are even sort of caked into the soles here. You can see underneath the nice sculpting work and the paint work as well. They've done a really, really good job with the details on this piece. All the little pieces, the accessories, the weathering on the outfit, everything is done so nicely. It's just this orange body which lets it down. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, hopefully that ZC Toys body will come in soon and I can fix this all up, because I really want to have a nice version of Nathan Drake on the shelf, because I really did enjoy the video game franchise. Either way, another thing that they did really well is the belt. As you can see, it's a proper leather style belt. I don't know if it's leather, and then it's got a little metal clip. I'm pretty sure that's metal. It feels cold at least, so there's a metal clip there. You can also see that he has padding on his underside just to give him a little bit of an ab section. When I get the new body, I don't think that's going to be necessary because it's a little bit more buff than this piece right here. Either way, that's pretty much it for the pants. What we're going to do now is get another figure out here and do a quick side-by-side comparison. Bringing out another PS4 video game exclusive figure, here we have the Advanced Suit Spidey compared to Nathan Drake. And I thought it'd be fitting to compare these two because obviously they are both PlayStation exclusive sort of figures or characters. And they do look really good. I mean, I wouldn't put them together, but I guess you could, because it is a PlayStation sort of universe that you can build. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but it's, you know, something that you can do if you like. But either way, enough about that. You can see the height is almost the same between the two. Spidey is a little bit taller. Obviously, it's a completely different style of figure, but I thought I'd give you some sort of frame of reference as to how tall and how bulky this Nathan Drake figure is. And moving on to the 3 cool and 3 annoying things about the CC Toys Nathan Drake. The first thing is, as you'd expect, the orange paintwork on the hands. They are very orange. I don't exactly know why, but it's something I'm definitely not a fan of. The second annoying thing is the lackluster display base. They would have had a perfect opportunity to do like a diorama display base of some ruins or jungle, but no, they gave us this standard one, and to make it even worse, to add insult to injury, you have to stick on this yourself, and there's not even like a little sticky tab underneath or like lines to line it up. You pretty much just have to guess. The third annoying thing is not the fact that he comes with a bunch of accessories, but the fact that they don't exactly tell you where to put them all. I mean, I kind of looked at the picture on the box, but it doesn't show the pick, and it definitely doesn't show that pouch on the back. They could have included a little bit of an instruction slip just to show you where to put everything. The first cool thing about this Nathan Drake figure is the fact that he comes with his watch and the ring as well, and they're very nicely done. You can see the watch does a great job of hiding that wrist peg, and the ring is interchangeable onto other hands if you want to get a new body for this figure. The second cool thing is this head sculpt. I think CC Toys did a great job sculpting and painting this Nathan Drake head sculpt. Absolutely. The likeness is on point. Who else could that be other than Nathan Drake himself? The third cool thing is all the awesome weathering that they've put throughout this figure. You can see all over the pants, all over the shirt, even down to the boots. There's a whole bunch of weathering throughout. It gives it that real lived-in look, just like he had on the game on the PlayStation. Just wrapping up on this Nathan Drake figure by CC Toys, I think this can be a really good figure, and that's the important part here. If you are getting a custom body like the ZC Toys muscular body that I've used for a couple of my previous customs, then I think this can be a really great figure. Out of the box, it's still not that bad. For the price, I think this is a really good release. However, the orange skin tone just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't look accurate to anything. I don't know what they were thinking with the orange skin tone. The fact that they were also a little bit lazy with the ring and only included it on one hand, just not that good in my opinion. They could have installed it on the other hands, they could have made some modifications to them, and that's how they could have done it. But either way, at least we can swap it out onto the new hands from the new body if we do eventually switch it out. The accessories are nice, so if you do want some military style accessories for some of your other figures and you're going to make the custom Nathan Drake with the better body, then this is an absolute must buy in my opinion, especially if you're a fan of the franchise and you are going to do those improvements. This can be a really awesome release. Either way, that's pretty much it for this video. What you want to do if you want to pick up this figure is hit up either KG Hobby or TNS Figures. I'm pretty sure they both have him in stock right now if you want to go ahead and grab him, and they also have the ZC Toys muscular body to complement this figure very nicely. Also check out MISB Media and Justin's Collector Group where 2 figures are being given away right now. Also check in the card section of this video for the figure giveaway on my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.